Well, hello everybody. It's Topher from the Dapper Boys. One of the questions that I've been asked is about taste buds. Well, one thing that I noticed is after chemo and radiation, everything tastes like cardboard or paste, and you have no appetite whatsoever. When my taste buds started coming back, I thought the first thing that would come to mind that would be soft that I could smush and eat was a banana. And I tried a banana, but I want to show you. So, this right here is maybe 2 days worth of bananas for me. I usually eat between 6 to 9 per 24 hours. But in the beginning, the first bite that I took of a banana tasted like this: a jalapeno pepper. I thought I was going to die. It was unbearable. I could not believe that a sweet banana would taste and burn my mouth so bad. Well, then I started looking and playing around with foods, trying to learn to eat and what I could eat. And I'm still doing that. And I'm 3 years post. Squamous cell carcinoma, HPV, stage 4, internal surgery, removal of tonsils, scraping of the entire esophagus, external, 59 lymph nodes. 3 of those had cancer in them. And since then, I've had necrosis of the jaw. Now I've lost 11 teeth that I've had to have removed. I've had to have the jawbone filed down on this side. And I just found out last week that I have to have my skull on the upper side cut open and ground down because I have bones sticking out and trying to push through my gum. So I have to have that taken care of before I have to wait till December to get partials fitted. So the only teeth I have are the ones in front. But I wanted to make the video. This little corner, this is my corner. This is pretty much, well, minus the green pepper, that's for him. This is pretty much my life. And I go through 3 boxes a day in about 24 hours. Yeah. I have 2 packs left. And here's my other box. That's 10 more. So that's 12 more packs that I have that I'll probably go through before midnight. But, ta-da! I've already got tomorrow's already set up. Usually, like I said, it's 3 boxes, 3 to 4. I'm really pushing calories, trying to gain weight. I've lost over about 80, 90 pounds total, give or take, through all the process. And I'm struggling at keeping at 138-ish, depending, but I'm having to consume around 20,000 calories per day. So 3 boxes of these plus a gallon of milk. I sometimes also add powdered milk into the milk just for the extra fat and calories. The other thing you see in the back is your best friend, mouthwash. I use mouthwash constantly. After any time I consume anything, I immediately rinse my mouth out with water, then I mouthwash. And that does seem to help. I wanted to bring up the whole thing about the taste of a banana to a hot pepper or jalapeno pepper. Is when my taste buds started coming back in, I realized they came back in different places. So where you would normally taste sweet things on your tongue, I now taste salty or spicy there. Where I would taste salty, spicy, it now tastes sweet there. So for some reason, when my taste buds came back, they got flipped around. And it's confusing sometimes trying to remember where to put and position things on my tongue as I'm trying to eat, just so that way I can get some flavor. Most food doesn't still have much of a taste to me. I do try to eat as many new foods as I can. Pretty much anything on a healthy diet I can consume, but the problem with it is you can't gain weight. So, for you out there that are struggling with weight, I highly, highly recommend. I went down the boost, I went down the health shakes, I went down the muscle building from the health store, powders and everything. First of all, you can't afford it. I mean, in order for what I would have to consume, there's no way we could survive just on paying what I would need in the powder form. I go through a gallon of milk per day. Carnation Instant Breakfast Mix, they actually know me by my first name at the corporate office. I have been on Carnation Instant Breakfast for 2.5 years, almost 3 now. I consume so many that I'm very public about what's happened to me and what's going on. So people have helped donate, and they'll send me cases of Carnation Instant Breakfast. And I can only do the vanilla. Here's another trick. The vanilla is the most natural. Okay? So the chocolate and the strawberry that they add some kind of a talc powder to it, and I guess that's to add that flavoring, to make that flavoring come out or stick. But what it really does for me, with no salivary glands, it will lock my throat up and it sticks very bad. But the vanilla does not. So I usually do, here's my bullet, you know. So I do about 8 ounces of milk to a whole banana to 4 packs of Carnation Instant Breakfast, and that'll get me through 2 hours. And at the end of that, I begin to start losing balance. I'll walk into a room and forget why I walked into the room. So I know now that every 2 hours, pretty much 24 hours a day, I consume at least between 3,000 to 4,500 calories just to keep my body going. Today, I joined several more new groups on Facebook for survivors, HPV, cancer survivors in general, and I want us to be able to communicate and help each other. So don't give up on the tasting of cardboard and you're making yourself swallow something that really has no taste. It does get better. It takes a while. You have to force yourself to do it. If you have extreme lost weight, then if you don't have a peg tube, I highly recommend it. I didn't have one in the beginning, but I lost so much weight. The radical internal surgery was so bad, and again, you get your mouth sores, your thrush, and all that. It's a way of being able to get calories in. And I think I just lost my whole train of thought. This is what happens. I call it chemo brain. But I usually refer to it as chemo brain humor. Because I try to find the good in everything, no matter how small. And I hope you do too. But in the nutshell, I just want you to know, don't give up. It does get better. The bananas will go back to tasting like bananas and not burn your mouth and catch it on fire like it did in the very beginning. But you're going to have to sample and test. Foods to stay away from. Do not attempt to try chicken breasts. That meat, you can cut off a piece that is like the size of a bouillon cube, and we put it in our mouth and we go to start chewing. It feels like it expands and grows to where your mouth is so full of it that there's nothing you can do but spit it out. What I have found is that chicken thighs, slow baked, go down easier. It's because the muscle tissue is smaller pieces, and they have fascia around them. And when they're cooked, they're nice and kind of slick. So you can take a bite and swallow. I wash it down with water or milk. Always use a chin tuck swallow. That helps clear out because our throats don't empty out like they used to, and it'll keep you from choking or aspirating. So I just wanted to do a video real quick just because of a post that I saw earlier from a lady named Jen, and her husband is going through everything now, and he's losing a lot of weight. So I want you to know, Jen, if you see this, that don't give up hope. Keep trying, keep pushing. He will come out of what I call the clouds. So it won't be long, but get in touch with me. And if anyone has any questions or comments, please put them below. So, from the Dapper Boys, find the good in everything, no matter how small. Always be dapper, dapper strong.